Hello everyone, how have you been? Welcome again to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, you are very much welcome. My name is Damilola Oyetola and I film about faith, medicine and lifestyle. My returning viewers, thank you very much. I'm grateful. Thank you for always watching my videos. Thank you for liking. I don't take it for granted. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you for sticking by and listening to this young lady. I'm really grateful. Thank you and God bless you. Okay, so today's video is more like a rant, or maybe not a rant. So I'm going to be talking about one thing that patients do that hurts my feelings, that makes me really sad. Okay, so I just got the idea for this video. I think that was last week. So I had this patient. I think that was my first encounter with her, and I was going through her folder, and then I realized that she had actually been previously referred to a specialist clinic. So wanting to know more about her health and how she was doing, I went ahead to ask her, so have you been going to see the consultant? Are you taking your medications? And she was like, no. So I was like, why? She said, nothing. I'm like, is it that your doctor did not tell you to come for follow-up? Didn't your doctor explain what is happening to you? And she was like, no. And believe me, I knew in that moment that she was lying. And this is because the doctor in question, I know the person very well. When I was an house officer, she was a senior resident, and I learned a lot from her in the way she interacted with patients, breaking down information into smaller bits for them to understand, and even going the extra mile to inform patients' relatives of the things they needed to know. For instance, a patient that has chronic hepatitis B, viral infection leading to chronic liver disease, and then she'll go ahead and tell the patient's relative, okay, this is what is happening, and you also will need to get tested, do the screening test, just to be sure that you don't have the same infection, and if you do, we'll start treatment on time. So for a patient to now come to me and saying that that person did not tell you anything, that was a big lie, like a big fat lie. Okay, so going to this video, one thing that patients do that hurts my feelings and makes me sad is when they don't listen to instruction. And you can liken it to a child, let's say a teenager, whose parents have told the child, oh, don't follow this path, that's the way leading to destruction. And then the child is stubborn and say, you know what you have said I should not do, that's what I'm going to do. And then you don't heed to instructions, and then you fall into danger. You could just liken it to something like that. Okay, so when patients disobey, when you don't listen to instructions, it really hurts my feelings. And there are 3 people you should actually listen to in this life. I mean, it might not be limited to that, but 3 that I'm sure of. The first thing is your pastor, then your doctor, then your lawyer. When they tell you to do things, please listen, because it's actually for your own good. And doctors will go the extra mile to give patients information regarding their health. And then after expending my energy, spending much time in the consulting room with you, decide to do what you want to do because you have a mind of your own and you're smarter than your doctor. So you do what you want to do. It really hurts my feelings, it breaks my heart, it makes me sad. I mean, I can't express my anger to the patient, but that's the way I feel deep inside me. So I'll just be sharing some reasons why I go the extra mile, to just share information with my patients about their health. And the first thing is that one of the laws of medical ethics says that do good to all. And doing good to all will mean telling them everything they need to know, right from the etiology, that's the cause of their disease, the pathogenesis, the prognosis, that's the cause of the disease, and then even to treatment options, and then complications of treatment. Yes, drugs have complications. That's another video for another day, but just know that drugs have complications. So when I tell you everything, you know what to expect, you understand. So do good to all. And I believe not telling you everything you need to know will be harming you. Do harm to all, and I don't want to be guilty of negligence. Okay, so the second thing is, one of the truths I live by is from the Bible, and it says that to him who knows to do good and doeth it not, then it becomes a sin. So if I have information that you need to know and I choose to hold back, then to me that would be sinning, and I don't want sin on my neck. And no matter how tired I am, most days I have stressful days, I'm tired from seeing a load of patients, but I'm still going to tell you what you need to know because I need to do the good that I know to do. Holding back to me, will be sin. Okay. The third reason is that I imagine the patient to be my mother, my father, my sister, the people that I love so much that I don't want anything to happen to. I imagine them going to a doctor that is not telling them all they need to know or withholding on certain treatments. How am I going to feel? I'm going to feel bad. In fact, I might go and fight with that doctor. I mean, not like literal fights, but you understand, I'm going to be very angry. And that's why I treat every patient with the utmost care, because I imagine you to be my mother, my father, the people I love so much. So I go ahead to tell you all the things that you need to know. The fourth thing is you keep coming back to me, and no doctor likes a returning patient. And when I mean a returning patient, I mean returning in the sense that your doctor has told you what to do and you did not heed instructions. For instance, maybe you had leg pain and then your doctor has prescribed analgesics for you. You then come back to tell the doctor that I'm still having this leg pain. So the doctor is like, should you take your medication? You're like, doctor, somebody told me to buy Septrin, so I've been using that instead of what you prescribed for me. I beg, like, what's that? You understand my point? So no doctor likes a patient that is coming back because you are not reading instructions. Number one, you're going to stress me. Two, you stress yourself. I mean, my day is already busy, I'm tired. So let's help ourselves, right? Read instructions, I'm happy, you are happy. My workload is reduced and you are fine. You understand? And then the fifth thing is that your doctor will tell you everything you need to know because they want to avoid complications that might spring up when you don't obey instructions. For instance, hypertensive patients. I've had a whole lot of patients tell me, oh, doctor, I'm not using my medications. And this is when I ask that, are you using your medications every day? I have to ask many times because last time you came, your blood pressure was, let's say, 140/90. And then today we are seeing 160/100, something like that. And then I asked, are you using your medications? You're like, doctor, I'm not feeling anything. So I did not use my medication. So what I tell them is hypertension is a silent disease, silent killer. You most likely not feel anything until when they check your blood pressure and then they see it's already high, eating the roof. So I make them understand that when you start feeling things, maybe your urine output has reduced, maybe you're already having slurred speech, or you cannot move one side of your body, then something is horribly wrong. Maybe you're already having chronic kidney disease or stroke, or the worst of it where you don't even get to recover from sudden death. So I tell my patients this, and I'm like, okay, so do you have money for dialysis? Do you want to stay on hospital bed and be dialyzed like 3 times a week? Do you have the money? Even the emotions is going to drain you, drain your relatives. You want to be dependent on other people for the rest of your life. And the worst of it is a sudden death. And then by the time I tell them, they understand better. Yeah, I know that approach might seem like, that's too much now. Why are you scaring them? But seriously, for some patients, they are so strong-headed that is what is on their mind they want to do. So you really need to make them know. And by the time I tell them that, most of them are actually grateful and are like, okay, I've heard, I'm going to use my medications. Thank you for telling me this, So these are some of the reasons why I tell my patients everything they need to know, or why medical doctors tell their patients everything they need to know. So I hope you've learned a thing or two from this video, and if you are not compliant with your doctor's instructions, or you have someone around you that doesn't listen to their doctor, please be encouraged. I know it might be difficult to take medications every day. For people that are hypertensive or diabetic, you take medications every day. But sometimes I tell patients, choose your struggle. Yeah, some anti-hypertensive will make you pee. So do you want to be running to the toilet to pee, or you want to be on the hospital bed being dialyzed? Which one do you want? You pick your struggle, So I think I've said enough. This brings us to the end of this video. Thank you for watching till the end. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's very, very important. And please like this video, share with your friends and family now, and I would like to see your comment in the comment section. Thank you very, very, very much. Until next time, please stay safe and remain blessed, and listen to your doctor. It's very, 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 very important.